Hi guys, Kyle Laster with ACC Crappie Sticks down here on Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma, fishing with Mr. Don McClish. We're gonna get out here, see if we can catch some crappie. Tell us what we're gonna be doing today.
Well, the original plan was hit the main lake and do some casting for some big blacks. With wind prediction, that was kind of a change of plans. So we come down to the far south end. The last few days we've had a lot of rain. The lake was pushing like 50,000 inflow. We've dropped down to 30. This creek here is a typical river type system. We've got a little bit of current, and what it does, it pushes these fish back in the backwater and the bays. We're gonna get out, fish probably some break lines, 6 to 8 foot of water, may jump up to about 2 foot of water, and see what happens.
All right, we're gonna get out here. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna get out on the water and see if we can rip some lips.
Today what we have is we've got the lake on the rise. So these fish down here in this creek area, what happens is a little bit of current, they'll pull out in this backwater, some of these sloughs and these bays, any break line, say these little islands, you can get in behind the islands, a little current break. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna drop the live scope and head out across this little backwater area. There's some ditches that normally hold some fish. So we're gonna get off in those ditches and see if we can live scope some roamers.
Wow.
Third time try.
That's the weirdest fishing. You gotta let them bite it and then run with it for a minute to hook them. But I can't believe that those fish are pretty. I mean, they got really black. We're fixing to, we caught a couple fish here, but it's kind of scattered out. So Don said we're gonna move down the lake and go down. But one weird thing that seems to be today, we haven't caught that many fish, but I can already tell we're having to let these fish grab the bait and the minnow and actually run with it for a minute. He said they're just kind of grabbing it by the tail, and if you set the hook as soon as you feel that thump, I missed it. I missed a fish 2 or 3 times and then finally let him go with it and hooked him. So we're gonna move on down a little bit and see if we can kind of get in an area that's got a few more fish. Let's go get it. What's the limit on this lake?
The limit is 37 per person, and how they came up with that number, what I've been told through the years is they that's the number that'll fill up a 5-gallon bucket.
Really?
So that's what they had in there, and that's what they stuck with. I guess 35 was a little short, and 40 was too many. So
there you go.
So 35 is kind of, or 37 is a little bit of a strange number, and
that's the science.
That's the science that I've been told, so.
All right, guys, we took a break here. It is about 9:30. The fish are doing something totally different than Don had initially planned. We had a storm here and a bunch of rain last night, so it's kind of pushed them around, made the water muddy, and they're just kind of scattered out. So we're taking a break right here. He's gonna load the boat up. We're gonna head over to another section just up the lake and then get back on something he thinks might be a little bit better. So just giving you guys an update, kind of keep us going throughout the day what we're doing. Just because you come to an area and catch fish one day and you have a front come through, they're doing something totally different. So we're gonna trust old Don and get on up the lake, catch some fish.
The first area we started out in, the last few days we've had a lot of rain, some major water condition changes. From what I seen in there yesterday and what we were seeing today, the numbers wasn't there, the size wasn't there, so we could either chase those fish for the rest of the day or make a move and hit some of the main lake stuff. We got some stump rows that normally holds fish. Like I said, the lakes came up 3 foot in the last couple of days, so this is part of guiding. It's always a change every day. So if I'm not fishing with clients, I'm normally on the water trying to stay on top of these fish. Most of the time on Eufaula, the summertime bite, once you find them, they're there day in, day out. With the water condition change, the fish changes. So it's a day-to-day thing.
Yep, let's get on, Sam. We're at spot number 2. This is our spot number 3. And I think we're gonna get on some this time. We're pretty confident. Here we go, baby. Man, they hit it and took the bait all the way up. I couldn't even feel it. I could just see the bait go up. Yep, got another one here. Having a hard time giving them a bite, but this one's smoking. There he is. There we go. A little better one. Good Oklahoma crappie.
One of the rods that I like to use on my guide trips, what I have is double seats. I put both clients up front, and I use the 12-foot, the ACCs here, and I rig it up. I've got a 1/4 ounce sinker on. Normally I use a 1/2 ounce sinker. And to me, what it seems like is with inexperienced fishermen, especially in the dirty water, here on Eufaula, most of the time we're able to just climb on top of them. So what I'll do is I'll rig up, I'll have the clients drop down and get in position, and I'll push the bait to the fish. And you know, if the bite is tough, what we do is sometimes we'll switch over to the 8-footers, and we'll pitch and let it fall through them. But for the most part, on my guide trips, I'd say 95% of the time, this is the setup we're using. This 12-foot rod. We're dropping down, getting everything at the right height, the distance, and I basically drive the bait to the fish. And with inexperienced fishermen, it's more of a coaching up, down, left, right, and it just seems like it kind of helps during the day. They're lightweight. Just about everybody that's in my boat can handle these rods all day long. And I know most of the clients, when they get out, they end up ordering them. So the ACC rod's super light, they're sensitive. I've got 40-pound test on right here, and it's 9 thousandths diameter. So this rod right here will handle anything that we bring in the boat.
There we go. There we got one. Finally been having them pull those minnows off, and went back just to this real small profile and hooked him the very first time. So maybe that's it. Here's your keeper. There we go. There we go. Good fish. There we go. Got him, best one of the day. Oh yeah. Yes sir.
Well, we should have been snatching up all that.
That's what we're doing right there. Starting to catch a couple. There's a good one. Man, I like they got them real black.
Got pretty color to them.
Good one. Still don't care about my feelings. There's another keeper. There you go.
Little eater.
You'll eat. right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up fishing down here on Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma. Had a great day down here with Don McClish. Don, go ahead and tell everybody how to get a hold of you so they can get down here and catch some of these crappie.
Yeah, you can look me up on Facebook at Point Break Crappie Guide Service. Leave me a message, text me. My number, my business card is on the page. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, or you can call me at 918-316-3363.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. See us on our next video.